Everyone. I'm Patricia Calkins, and I'm going to be teaching this Decoding Cultures class this semester. It's a completely online course, so there will be no face-to-face meetings. I wanted to let you know a little bit about myself. I'm the German professor at Simpson, and I've been at Simpson for over 20 years. Part of what I've done is that I've taken many students for semesters abroad in Germany, and because of this, I've always been really interested in how people from different cultures can understand each other. What is it that needs to be said, and how does it need to be said? So that a person from another culture understands the idea that I am trying to communicate, and I understand the ideas that that person is trying to communicate. So this course talks about intercultural communication. We're not only going to be looking at intercultural communication among or between cultures of different nations, but we're also going to be looking at intercultural communication within the United States. This is because this course carries a diversity and power designation. And the diversity and power designation means that we want to understand what are the relationships between groups that are living within the United States. We will have a special emphasis on immigration, but it will not only be about immigration. I'd like to tell you a couple of things about what's on the rest of this page. The first thing is that you can sign up for an automatic reminder from remind.com to let you know that there is something due. The biggest tip for being successful in this class is that you need to keep up with the due dates. There are due dates throughout the week. So if you've taken an online class that only has due dates on the weekend, this is not the way this class is organized. Due dates are generally going to be Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, but those days could change in particular weeks. So at least at the beginning of the semester, it often helps students if you sign up for a reminder from remind.com. There are also several different forums down below. One forum is for you to find out what structural questions there are about class. So if you have issues with, I don't know, percentages or how many papers are due or something like that, that's where you can ask that question. Another question is about content. So if there's something you didn't understand, there's a concept in the book that isn't explained well enough, then you can ask the question there. And then another forum is a place where you could put resources for others in the class to learn about intercultural communication in the news. There's also, of course, the announcements forum. You should definitely pay attention to the announcements forum. If something changes in regard to how this class is going to be conducted, then that will be in the announcements forum. The other thing that I'd like to do is to remind you that this is a class in which we are talking about different cultures. Everybody here has a home culture, a culture that you feel that that is where you are from. And you are the person who knows that home culture the best. But I also want to point out that you only know your perspective on that home culture. So even though many of us will be US Americans, our experience of US American culture may differ. And if we are talking with a classmate whose home culture is not US American, then it's really hard for us to understand that person's culture the way that person can understand that home culture. So we're all going to be experts in a particular culture. But we're not going to have the ultimate of information on any single culture. So we need to learn from everybody else in this class. We need to be as open as we can be to gaining knowledge from a person whose life has been different from ours. We want to be inclusive. We want to see how it is that our classmates are learning and how we might be able to learn about learning from them. We want to know the experiences they have had and how those experiences have changed how they think about things. And we want to learn from them as much as possible. So we want to be as open and inclusive as we can be in this course. I'm really excited to be doing this class with you. I love teaching this class. So thanks very much for signing up for it, and let's get to work. Bye.